week, we left off with our heroes catching up with Kinless, one of Narian's friends that she met on the way to New Edengard. They soon ventured into the wilds to make their way into Autumnsea, a town on the way to Battle East. However, a few minutes before they'd get there, they would encounter a group of Kenku that had friends who seemed out of the loop, to say the least. They told the group that they saw some smoky monsters before their friends turned out that way. They went down a well that was supposedly where the monsters headed to, and found a Reed Industries machine that teleported the monsters in and out, it seems. After taking the machine out and dealing with the Aliria, they made their way into Autumnsea to meet up with Kinless. And that is where we left off. So, just for the sake of brevity and to not have our friend here get fucked by the rat disease, we're gonna skip one day ahead, and you no longer have rat disease.
Wonderful.
So, on your second day, before you guys wake up, everyone roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Nice again.
20, you got
An 8, but a nat 1.
That is still pretty high for a nat 1.
I mean, it's a +7.
Oh no.
My wisdom is maxed, and I have the what's the word? My brain is fried from coffee.
Julius is...
My bad. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't find my fucking sheet, but I have found it. Don't worry.
17. Nice. So, Narine is fast asleep. She is tired from the previous day doing whatever it is she does. However, you two,
Probably stayed up.
what was that?
Probably stayed up late talking with
Yeah,
Ken.
exactly. Those 3 a.m. Late night talks, those, oh man, those hit different.
Did we get a long?
Yeah,
way?
you guys got a long rest.
Okay.
Got her full health,
Well,
no rat disease.
resolve.
Yeah. Walleye and Julius, whether you get up immediately or not is up to you, but you hear someone waking up in a different room than you. You hear a couple of footsteps, and you could hear some murmuring, though you're not exactly, since you just woken up, you're not too sure on what exactly this is, or who's talking, or what's going on really. Just that after a minute or two it goes away, but about 5 minutes later you hear someone else leave their room, and then after that you don't hear anything else.
So someone woke up and left the hotel. I am glad I know this.
But you guys wake up, Narian wakes up, and you realize that Judas is fast asleep. He is not waking up for some reason. He was probably in that 3 a.m. chat, but he seems fine. However, you don't see Kinless or Hack and Slash. It is a bit weird as Kinless the previous day you saw him all fine and well. However, he seemed to have gone on his own today. But the day is yours. What do you guys want to do?
Well, would I have between last session and now told us about where the mill is, where the stuff that we had to leave behind would have been left?
Say that one more time.
Between last session and now, would I have told Kinless like where the mill was and where like the stuff that we had left behind would be?
I would assume in the 3 a.m. chat you would have, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd probably just assume that that's where Kinless got an early start to that direction. Unless he said something about like that he'd see me in the morning.
He didn't mention that he'd be leaving immediately. You kind of assumed from your talk that he would be staying a little bit until you went to Battle East.
Okay.
But let me...
So I'd be a little, but not like totally alarmed.
Not entirely.
Yeah. Especially since I didn't hear the murmurings and the leavings and...
Yeah. But if you guys are moving out into the street, I will move you out now.
Well, just
So, what's in the hotel room?
It's pretty much just the counter and the 3 rooms.
Yes, what's in the hotel room?
Oh, the hotel room? Like the... Okay. So...
Yeah, what's in them?
A bed, a little wardrobe, and a small desk.
Quaint.
Yeah. Pretty simple.
Not much to do in there.
Not very much.
Is there like a free continental breakfast?
No. It is quite literally a hallway that consists of the doors to the 3 rooms. It is very simple. It is a very small place.
Barely even a bed and
Barely.
breakfast.
It's just the bed part.
Yeah.
Just no breakfast.
But I'll move you guys to the street.
Before we head out into the streets, team, is there anything like anyone needs? Like, do you guys have any replenishing you need to do? This is kind of like meta out of, but we found a ring of mind shielding and a wand of webs a little while ago. Does anybody feel like it suits their fancy? Anybody lacking any? I don't actually know what a ring of mind shielding does.
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory.
That's fair. That's fair.
Jesus.
Keeps the voices out of your head. It unblocks telepathy if you don't allow it.
It keeps the outside voices out of your head. If they're already there, you're kind of already fucked.
There's always voices in your head. It's called thinking.
But sorry about that. I lost track of time.
But just to reiterate real quick, you would have heard this. You hear someone leave the room, then you hear another person leave their room. You assume, well, no, you don't assume because you know after the fact that it was Hack and Slash and then Kinless 5 minutes after. And you guys are outside the bed.
I'm not inside the bed?
No.
Oh.
Not anymore.
Nope.
There was this funny moment about it being a bed and breakfast without the
Yep,
breakfast.
Just a bed.
I was there for that.
Well, now you weren't.
Oh no.
But outside in the streets,
Voila.
you guys see the typical life of just the normal townspeople. They're talking to each other. They're wearing their normal clothes. There doesn't seem to be anything significant going around today. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Still signs vanished friends?
Well,
Like
you
what
can make me
signs of what direction they might have gone in?
make me a, like, if you're attempting to track them, survival. If you're just looking around, perception.
I'll just look around. That one. And it's not even a nat 20.
No, but you did see the Kankus about to start leaving the town. With their friends, actually. They seem to be all better now.
Okay, that's good.
Well, how about this, team? I suggest we find a nondescript place for us to have a more pointed conversation about what we're about to be doing and where we're going. We find ourselves in a precarious situation with us all being, I whisper a bit more, on the outs right now. So I think maybe aligning ourselves perfectly on what our next point of view is, or whatever our next goal is. Walleye astutely mentioned on his notepad here that maybe going back to the biggest city there. That they're on their notepad that going to the biggest city, over from our big city may not be the smartest plan, which is a duly noted opinion. So I thought maybe we just find a quaint breakfast joint where we could sit in a corner and talk, maybe have some corned beef hash and eggs.
Also,
Find
where's Walleye?
He do you not see yourself?
What'd you say?
He is wherever.
I don't see Walleye.
Oh,
Let me re-add you.
Yeah.
That is weird.
I thought you could just blend in like you were invisible.
Do you see yourself?
wrong species of
Oh, hang
reptile,
on.
I guess.
Huh. It's weird. It's showing that my token has turned into nothing. I'm replacing it right now.
Cool.
So
Yeah, yep.
technical difficulty, I guess.
Wait, what?
My
I'm
token
sorry,
unloaded itself, I guess. I don't know how.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Roll.
Could you place down Walleye again,
yeah.
please, and thank you.
There you go.
Now I can see them.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I can see them as well.
Yep.
What is this chapter 1, chapter 2? Where is chapter 3? I'm sorry, what?
That was a topic about Deltarune.
Yeah, get your head in the game, man.
We're joking about one of the characters in Deltarune.
Cool. You guys usually find the breakfast part of the bed and breakfast somewhere else. And it's a nice little diner. It's has some booths in it. There's not many people in there right now, so you get service pretty fast. If you guys are just want to have like a decent normal meal, it's probably gonna be like 1 silver.
Okay.
But
luckily for me, I have my tin of stew.
but yeah, other than that, you guys are just in the diner right now. I don't have a diner map, unfortunately. But
How much is in a gold? Because I have his gold.
1 silver 10 silver is 1 gold. And I don't mind you guys just exchanging currency. It's
Yeah. Assume everyone has change.
yeah.
Okay.
When you get in there, into the diner, you get some eyes on you. However, you're not unsure whether they're eyes because you're strangers, eyes because of Narian, eyes because of your rugged looks and you just came out the forest, or eyes because you guys are wanted criminals.
Or because they're with put up.
Exactly. It could be a
Yes, there's nothing suspicious about the 6'7" gator man or person sitting down in your diner, towering over everyone.
you get eyes.
Probably.
But again, you're unsure as to why exactly.
So yeah, I guess at this point I'm fully hooded and masked, if at all possible. And
You're not making this better for yourself.
do you write that down on your pad?
Yes.
I take them off discreetly.
I'm not even gonna.
I'm like making a sad face with myself.
I'm not even gonna bother to try to disguise myself. Like I've pointed out, the fins make it difficult to completely conceal.
Yeah, unfortunately. About 10 minutes in, after you got your food, and you guys are in the process of eating, everyone make me another perception check. This one isn't too hard. 15,
Don't worry,
16,
I know where my sheet is this time.
13. Yeah, you all
No, there it
pretty
is.
much realize with Judas pointing it out first, that the lady behind the counter, the hostess, she has been eyeing you the entire time and has gone over to her manager and is in the process of calling.
I'm gonna write down on the piece of paper, this is a bad idea, we should leave.
I mean,
We break back to the woods, I say.
Yes.
okay.
I don't know about the woods. Maybe like hit the road.
Do we have any means of disguising ourselves after we leave here?
Gonna
I don't-
write down, just use either.
Oh. Okay, technically I do. Let me see how long it lasts. There it is. Number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded again. So I can stay disguised for 2 hours at a time, twice between.
Okay, let's leave here and get to somewhere where we can disguise ourselves, and then get what we need from town, and then leave.
I'm going
we
to
got
stand
bite.
up in that case.
I also stand up with Walleye.
I'm going to start making my way towards the door. We paid for our meals correctly, or at least left the money on the table, then.
With a generous tip.
You see that the way to the entrance is pretty much clear, as everyone has kind of just started making their way to like out of the way from like the little corridor.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's making their way out of the way between
Yeah, like
us.
they're kind of stepping away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Can I look around and see if there's any sort of anything posted? Like, did you already say there wasn't?
You could look, yeah. Investigation check.
Oh, thank God. It's not perception. All right.
You don't see like any wanted posters or anything. You do see a couple do not serves, a do not serve list, and it's got a rough looking dragonborn. It has actually the one of the first photos that you guys have seen, or that Julius has seen, rather, of a echo. And it has a elf.
As we're standing up to leave, everyone is standing out of the way and still looking at us.
Yeah. There's not that many people in the restaurant right now, but pretty much everyone in the restaurant looks at you. Some of the customers kind of just obviously look away as to not draw attention to themselves because they realize everyone is watching.
Can I tell if it's more infatuation with the composition of our party, or if they seem like they're like fearful, or
Yeah. I'm doing the same thing.
I was about to say, is anybody else insightful? Because I'm not.
Yeah. Could I?
Yeah, anyone who wants to know something.
All right, I guess I am actually a little insightful.
Yeah, all of you pretty much realize that this is pretty much out of fear.
Town just doesn't like strangers. I whispered.
I'm making my way outside.
We're all walking out.
Cool. You guys get out the restaurant and you see an officer, an enforcer officer come at you, and he is right in front of you. Halt right there.
I'll step behind the two enforcers of our party.
Just walk past him.
Hey! Get back here!
Or what? You're out of your jurisdiction, dude.
He signals over to another enforcer that is in the alleyway a little bit.
I whisper to Walleye, I know sleep, and I look for approval.
Nod.
All right, I'm gonna wait for these guys to get a little closer to each other, and I'm just gonna try to sleep
This
them.
guy starts trying to walk friskly at Judas.
And I guess I'm
He's
moving
coming
as
up
well
the,
here.
The alley over here.
I'm like walking this way briskly
Are you guys?
because I guess we're going this way.
Try and keep close to Julius. Because again, actual enforcer in the group, I don't know what's going on.
I turn to Noreen and I say, "This isn't good, Noreen. We're leaving."
Yeah, figured that much.
This enforcer right here.
I just turn around and I'd go, "You have no power here."
This enforcer right here.
Lord of the
He
Rings.
kind of talks casually at you, and he says, "You don't want to do that, pal." That being said, when he says that, he motions over his shoulder, and Down by the more free area over here. Sorry. Shit, wrong layer. You guys see a couple more enforcer officers and Julius and Judas. You know that this guy in front of them is an enforcer soldier. Someone who is significantly stronger than your captains.
So I set that off in between these two homies here, and then I just tell Jay we need to get out.
You're doing it like so. You're trying to get these two right here. Okay.
Yep. So it's within 20 feet of that square
cool.
there.
Julius, should I do fog cloud?
Yes.
Okay.
Preferably in the same area. Like if you could center it right here somehow. I don't know if you could affect this. Yep.
In the middle of the crossroads, so that it's hard to tell.
Point, yeah.
Awesome.
Noreen's been with us so long. She gets it.
Cool. This guy is fast asleep. Where's the sleepy icon? However, this guy is still big chilling.
Yeah, I can get basically like right in the middle of this.
Cool.
So, sleepy guy.
Yeah.
If he
and
did,
then I
if
keep moving. My bad. Go ahead.
if he hadn't fallen asleep, he would have seen where we went. But he's asleep now, and this guy will have no idea. And the down here will have no idea.
That seems about right. Cool.
Mhm.
As you guys are making your way over there, you
Should we go this way because it was clear that we were going this way?
That makes sense.
as you guys
I
are
look to Jay.
deciding, you see a a ninja pull up right in front of you. No smoke or anything, almost as if she just appeared.
And I kind of get like an
Casually walking in this direction.
Halt right there.
Yep.
As we go into initiative real quick.
mistakes.
Well,
that were made.
I around the corner like. "Ooh."
Sorry, just marking off my spell slots.
Hmm.
Oh boy, here we fucking go every time.
Yeah,
I have like an initiative curse.
this guy's gonna roll.
Don't worry, I got lower than you.
I still have.
Why'd your initiative come up with the decimals?
Tiebreaker.
Yeah, tiebreaker.
Oh, okay, cool.
The decimal is his dex.
There.
That.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I did not clear from last time. Cringe. Roll again, and you guys could keep your original rolls. Sorry about that.
We can. You say it if our original rules weren't
Yeah.
bad.
Do you mean
I'm
that if
still
we
bad.
get
You know
better,
what? Yeah, reroll.
only marginally better?
I got the same thing.
No way.
Wow, jeez. You know your place. Just stay in it.
Julius and Jay will see Noreen like waving them to come over to her.
Cool. Descending. Cool. So this little guy's fast asleep. This guy, enforcer, he's gonna try to get out of the fog. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's kind of new. These three.
Jay is still within the radius of the spell that I'm going to use, so.
As far as you know.
These guys move up to here, moving into the fog. They don't know what is going to go down in that fog. And that is Offer's turn. You see that this ninja, you don't know what her deal is. However, she looks straight at you, Julius, and she is going to do a kunai attack from.
Of course, she
where
is.
she is. 7 does not hit, unfortunately.
I parry it skillfully with my shield.
It just,
It activates, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just bounce it off.
And that is her turn. Julius.
You can still go, Julius.
We're gone. And so I basically am going to throw my shield at her with my bonus action.
Sweet.
So that's a 21 for 6, but I'm going to hit her with the aftershock.
Nice.
And so hopefully push her back 15 feet.
Dex save.
Or excuse me, 5 feet. Yep, DC 13.
Unfortunately, she does get pushed back. I'm gonna put it up to here.
Nice.
But she is definitely pushed 15 feet back.
And for my action, I'm just going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Unfortunately,
poor.
that misses.
I tried. Yeah, I don't think I have any inspirations or anything. Rerolls. So, yeah. That happens. I try to push her back one more time, and seeing that fail, I say, good day to you. And I fucking start running. I move my full speed.
Wait, where are you going?
10, 15, 20. All right, so I'm standing right here with Walleye and Noreen. I'll just put myself right here so I'm not over top of them.
Sure that wasn't like 30? Or... I thought you would be like right next to... Oh shit. Yeah, you can move a little more.
So one in front, sorry. I'm underselling Julius's athleticism.
Exactly.
I make some quick motions to get some distance, and I just start bugging out.
Cool. Noreen.
Yep, I am doing that.
Sweet. Nice.
Acting on the whole career, on all of us, because
Nice. Let me see what I...
well, technically it's casting on myself, but everyone Mass Immune, your companions from detection. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a plus 10 bonus to dexterity, stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means.
But this is concentration, is it? That disguise self. It's concentration also. Nothing, I'm thinking out loud.
No, well, are you talking about the other thing that I can do for disguising myself?
Yes.
No, I was talking about turning into an animal, which I can maintain concentration on spells when I do that.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
All right, well.
Is that your turn?
You moving forward any?
If I move any further, then they would be out of this. So.
Is it possible to hold just your movement? Like, I know you can hold your action or something, but I guess I've just never thought about it.
No, unless I would say as like if you're using your dash action, I guess.
Word.
But other than that, no.
I think with Pass Without Trace, you still have to do like a hide action in order to actually be concealed. So I probably do that.
Cool.
So probably just like let me make sure. Oh, that's 35, so I can't like move there. But I'll like do this spot here and basically like try to hide in this like corner.
Gotcha.
So where there's the deck stealth, and so it's plus 10, so that's a 17.
Nice. Okay, cool. Thank you. Is that your turn? Cool.
Yep. Basically, I'm waiting for everyone to fully regroup and then just leave.
Gotcha. Next up is the Enforcer Soldier. He is a little bit slower than his friends. However, going to move up into the smoke or into the fog. Not just Judas. Nice. I'm assuming that's your dash action.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
dashing.
Is that all you're doing? Cool.
Yeah. I don't want to cast any spells right now because I
Gotcha.
right before Julie to cast sleep, I cast invisibility using my feet,
Gotcha.
so I don't want to break that.
Alright. Walleye.
Walleye, doing their best to just stay natural, continues to briskly walk down the street at a reflavoring the dash action.
Nice.
So technically 10 feet ahead of that. And they're just moving along, acting like nothing's wrong.
Sweet. The officers. This guy's gonna move. Seeing that his buddies went into the fog, gonna move up here. This guy's carefully searching, while these guys.
Gonna say they probably thought we moved north unless they
Yeah. They would be searching, looking at this other enforcer that's sleeping in the fog. And apparently that's all they're doing. However, Dreamlock is gonna move up. She got knocked back 5. So she's gonna move up 10 to get back here. And then she will move up here.
I'm the closest, but I'm also
Yeah.
actively hiding.
Let's see if. What's your passive? Wow, she doesn't see you.
Dang.
However, unfortunately, she is going to take the dash action and move up to here and then stop. That's her turn. Julius.
Now these officers in the fog, right? They're still haven't broken fog cover, so they haven't seen Ninja Chaser
They
yet, right?
haven't-
Well, all right. I guess because I have these pushing abilities, I think I'll just bring up the rear. I'll use my normal movement, but I will try to strike at her again with the shield and Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Matter of fact, I will. I'll do the shield first.
11
Oh,
misses,
no.
unfortunately. However, your shield still comes back to you.
I will try the aftershock nonetheless, sir.
Does the aftershock have to hit something?
No, it just says when I make the attack.
Ah, okay. 13.
I know I won't be that lucky a second time, but
15.
she gets me.
After the first time you attacked with the shield, she kind of downloaded you. So she was able to move away from the blast.
Then I'll Eldritch Blast her, and then move my 30 feet away. So I'll push her back 10 feet with the repelling blast.
Cool.
Into the fog.
Okay, cool. 20 does hit. Does 9.
She takes 9 more damage. So I've got her damaged a little bit. 6 plus 9, that's not bad. 15.
She kind of just slides her feet into the ground, but she is still pushed back. Wait, how many was it?
Yeah, so a cube pops out of my hand.
How
What'd you
many
say?
feet was it? 10? Okay.
10. I'm pretty sure it's 10 for, here, I can look at it real quick.
Yeah, I think it's also 10. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep,
okay.
10 feet.
But yeah, you push her into the smoke.
And then I run forward 30 feet, or I briskly walk forward. Sorry, I was here.
Sweet.
And say, we got a ninja on our tail. She's in the fog right now. But I'll try to keep pushing her back if she seems to be the only one that's going to be able to make chase with us right away. I'll bring up the rear and try to keep pushing and sleeping anybody who gets too close. I still have like all my spells left.
She won't be able to keep up with us if she doesn't know which direction we go while she's in the fog.
Right.
But I'm gonna go ahead and move and dash up to all of our group. Like, do we want to keep going this way or do we want to swerve south? Let me...
I'm not really able to effectively communicate which way I want to go, so I'm just gonna kind of watch where you guys go and follow along.
Mm-hmm.
These commoners, by the way, they're just looking at you. They don't know necessarily what's going on.
Just like I've got my hand down and it's like
is that your turn already? Cool.
Yep.
The soldier is going to move up ignorantly. They're actually going to use their dash action. So right now they're out of combat. Judas. Are you just gonna be following the rest of the group?
Yes.
I just
you could just hold your action to walk after we walk.
I'm just gonna like walk up here and just kind of like grab on to like Noreen's traveling cloak.
While I'm gonna say that you successfully get out of there. One of the first people to successfully get out of there, I assume.
Yeah, Walleye is just headed towards What part of town would be?
Um,
We're kind of like midtown, so I'm just headed eastwards to the edge of town.
Technically, I could have gone like 1 square out of the map on the right. So.
Yeah, and taking dash action for that, so just moving ahead briskly.
I just leave you there for the time being, but you're definitely way more ahead. The enforcers are going to wake this guy up. Fucking finally. And they're all gonna. Oh shit. They're all gonna move up.
Little did I know, sleep was gonna be my fucking ace in the
It's been
hole.
really useful.
Right.
It has been super
My
useful.
big use fog cloud. It's one of my like natural abilities as a Triton.
Oh, and look at where it's gotten you. Out of trouble. I'd say the most pivotal thing, actually.
However, the ninja quickly steps out of the fog, walks or runs in 15 feet, sees Julius, and is going to make one final kunai attack. 11.
And I try to bounce it back at her, but it doesn't, obviously. But it like lands somewhere close to her, and I look her in the, or I look them in the eyes, and I say, and I like give them that look, like, you know, if I was any better at bouncing shit back, I would have had you.
You quickly see the kunai that's on the ground materialize back into her hand.
I give a surprised like nod of like respect because I like cool things. A curt sweet.
That being said, she's gonna move 15 more feet up. Julius.
And I'm just gonna do the same. I'm gonna try to get her on both, and or you know what? I'm gonna do the shield first, and if the shield works, I'm gonna try to sleep her. Actually,
Yeah, I was gonna say just try and sleep her.
I just wanted to make sure her health was down. You know what I mean? Because like, yeah, it can be unreliable.
13 does hit. 6 damage.
And I'll do the same thing. Give me the dex save.
Ooh, she is
Oh yeah.
push. How much is it? 5?
Yeah. So then I'll hit her with the sleep.
Total is
Yeah, it's just 5 feet.
with the
I'm trying to get that sweet 15-foot combo working in, but I can't get them both.
unfortunately, it doesn't seem that the sleep works.
However,
However,
I say as
this the commoner
Run away.
does go to sleep. She got the commoner. Do you keep moving?
well, when I cast sleep, it looks like I throw like a magical can of sleeping gas. I like pull the pin on it and I just throw it out.
That's your turn.
Well, I've run away 30 feet in the other direction.
I'll just put you here. You guys would, unless you guys want to do like one more action each, that isn't dash, we can say that you guys probably made it out.
No, yeah, dash.
Cool.
Moving out of here.
Yep, time to dash back into combat.
Nice.
Walleye's a savage. I mean, we could probably take this ninja down, but
No. Walleye does not care enough about this ninja. I don't think they even notice them as they're walking away.
As a last resort, the ninja.
Noreen drags Judas.
I'm gonna say that they're far enough to have disadvantage, even though Julius is probably closer. But we ball and we like stories. So with disadvantage, this ninja is going to be making one final kunai attack at you, Julius. 12.
grab it and I like hold on to it, and I'm trying to like keep it as like I'm trying to like put magic on it to keep it. You know what I mean? Seeing if it'll not disappear if I can steal it, but it
does
goes
go
back.
indeed. And that is the last you see. Seeing that the kunai didn't work, they're gonna quickly jump onto the roof. Actually, this one, and begin to run away. And that is the end of combat. I'll put you guys over here.
We managed to get out of that without having to fight any police officers.
Exactly.
I didn't think it'd be so well policed.
However, while those police officers may have been duped, you guys suspect that they might not be all of them. They're definitely not all of them.
Yeah.
So time is of the urgency right now. What are you guys doing at this time?
Beelining out.
Using that general path for walleye, unless something interrupts it.
Cool. Do you guys still have your bikes though? Do you guys want to take them?
You see, while I would, but they just prefer the walk and
I mean, if it would be faster and more practical, yes. I guess. Well, no, we'd have to go back to the thing to get our bikes. Though we pretty much just like
would have been like around here, I would say, and then
where
escaping the fight. You would have been going this way to the east. Would have been on the way out.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can snag our bikes on the way out then.
That makes sense.
You can grab your bikes. Walleye is not making any stops in this train journey. There's better ways to phrase that, but there's no breaks to this train.
Yeah, I mean, we can just snag you on the way.
Yeah.
Cool. Just like some kids on bikes on a Saturday afternoon.
Wait, like, are these pedal bikes or motorcycle bikes?
These are pedal.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are tripping. All right.
All we could get here.
I mean, I love a good bike the same as anybody else. We're not picking anybody up. Why y'all made me look crazy like that? We get there and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot. I was asleep all day these last 2 days. I didn't know they were pedal bikes. We catch back up to Walleye and I'm like, I'm sorry. I
But
didn't know.
they're pretty good bikes. They're not just like some old raggedy bikes. They're like kind of like the mountain bikes. They got the gear shift and everything.
Not the gear shift.
But yeah, make me a stealth check, all of you. It's gonna be a group stealth check.
Yep. I'll still hold concentration on that spell for as long as I can. So with the spell, that's a 15.
Cool.
It's just plus 10 to whatever step.
15. 5.
Oh, hang on, sorry.
You're good. 11.
21.
I love that our magic clothes still give us disadvantage.
Cool. That's a plus 10 to everyone, right, Noreen? Cool.
Yeah.
So
The
21 on Walleye.
I got a 25.
Sweet. Yeah, you guys pretty much make it out swiftly too. You guys make it out of town. You guys are booking it.
We like make sure that we just like look super inconspicuous. I imagine that's like what our stealth is. We like just look like a bunch of just kids having a good time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Good old fashioned
Probably
fun
like some
on the bikes, just trucking it through
Racing
town.
on the bikes.
exactly. You guys are a little bit.
Like walleyes on the handlebars at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
You guys are
Uh,
big,
Not an
chunky
ET.
8th graders. Riding your bikes around town.
not being
And you know what?
Who you calling chunky, motherfucker?
right. Julius is trimmed, bro. He's trained.
as we're exiting town, Wally would take the time to slow down just a little bit to grab out the notebook and write down big letters. Told you so.
Did you just say poliso?
Told you so.
Ah, that's fair.
So,
All right. How do we think we should approach this?
Why were they after us? Like, just because we were strangers in a tight-knit town?
Well, I didn't gather any of that information, but recalling, can I like tell whether those were like could I identify that they were from this city, like this area, and not like from the area where we came from? Not in the sense that like I just want to be making sure that these aren't just the same police that were looking for us in New Edengard. This is like the
like
local
the city
PD
versus
being
the town.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if they're just here hunting us, that's different than like us being like wanted to the same police or a different police force as we've like kind of represented it. You know what I mean?
You can tell that they were definitely from town. However, the soldier, they're definitely from the cities.
Okay, word. So I convey that, and I just kind of look at not Julius, Jay, kind of knowingly, and I'm just like, you know how serious this is with this guy showing up here. You know what I mean? Those were local. The locals have us on their clock already. That like that says something else. They're not even supposed to be well connected. You know what I mean? What are we even dealing with here? Walleye, what do you got right now? What should we do?
Write down. Keep walking.
If
we keep pushing.
I
if
mean,
they're going to be working with other settlements, to kind of stay on our tail. I don't know, like, because our whole reason for going to Battle East was, oh, well, they don't work together that closely. If they're actually working closely together to stay on to us,
yeah.
I mean, I'm quite tempted to say just disappearing into the wilderness is probably a better idea than going to a
That's
city.
kind of how it seems to me as well. I
Just motion as to Judas as we're, walking along.
Yeah.
Like, we can probably head, like, southwest and kind of, like, head up into the mountains. Maybe follow the mountains closer to New Edengard while we wait. And just, like, commandeer a cave from a bear or something.
I'm metaing a little bit and looking up a certain spell.
well, I mean, I don't know that we need to commandeer a cave, but we heard about some deserted towns. You know what I mean? That might be.
There was supposed to be like a ghost town.
Yeah, so that might be a plausible place for us to kind of have a structure already that we can kind of tuck into, just kind of work it up a bit.
Well, I will nod along for that.
Yeah, as far as just like having somewhere stable where we can like come back to, and then I'm also, while we're walking, saying magical means of concealing our identities at this point needs to be like a top priority, I guess. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but
Well, I can turn into animals, like I said before.
if
2
we
hours
do
at a
get into the mountains, I can probably spend some downtime procuring crafting materials
Mhm.
to help make like outfits, like disguises for the group.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, immediate thoughts is that we're going to need either, before we get away to conceal ourselves, we need somebody who can move supplies or have gained supplies for us. We should probably check back to see if we could talk with, what's her name? I'm so sorry. Emeralda. I always want to add the S,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I always want to call her Esmeralda, but Emeralda could probably, if we help her out, be that connection for us. She seems to kind of just be free with the wind, but it seemed like her staff was kind of fucked up, so she might be in the same place, honestly.
I'm just gonna say, next
Okay.
level up, if next level up we're by the water, we can disappear under the sea.
Oh,
Because next level up, I'll be able to cast water breathing.
Right, and that lasts a
Oh,
long
no,
time.
well,
Yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah. I remember that spell.
so yeah, so I guess we just need to figure out where these ghost towns are, maybe see if we can contact Emeralda, and then, those are ideas though. As we're
Going
walking,
to
we're getting
point
into the
downriver.
forest.
Are we like near the river here?
Sorry, let me look back at the map. Yeah, so there was a river to the east of Autumnsea. You guys,
Which is the way that
yeah.
fled.
So yeah, you guys would be, just so you guys can see it easier. You guys would be like, yeah, right on the, you guys would be on the right side of the river.
Yeah. All right then.
Okay.
Well, I will just point along with the flow of the river.
I mean, I'd be happy to stay next to water, but
Let's do it. I'm on it. So we're heading south, is that? Or
well, if we're following the flow of the water, that would be north.
oh, it's flowing up, sorry.
Oh wait, I thought no, I
Flowing
meant
away from
went
the
southward.
Okay, so go upriver.
Sorry, I thought I was going the other direction for some reason. Don't know why.
Water flows down, but
Geo's crazy.
is actual down is up.
Yeah, so the river here is going upstream, or rather,
Yeah.
So we were
Then-
coming from the what forest were we coming from? Essentially, we were coming from over this way.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. And while I pointed upstream, then
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we're just retreating, trying to recover our steps, see if we can pick up any information about the ghost towns. Is that agreed? Our priority? We're kind of like still trudging now, trying to figure out what we're actually going to do.
yeah, pretty much.
All right. Solid. Let's do that first. So
For the when we want to go there, when we want to backtrack to the giving tree.
that's pretty much what I was thinking. But maybe not to the giving tree. Maybe I think
Just
towards where we ran into that weird berry lady.
Mm.
I'm gonna write down the notepad. What?
No, I don't know. I'm messing, y'all. The berry lady is always in my thoughts.
Same.
But no, seriously, the giving tree though was probably the most significant thing. I guess that's where is that where we found the inscription, right? Was around that area when we first got teleported in, right?
It was a little bit back. Let me remember.
So there was so where we showed up, giving tree was nearby. We had made camp nearby the giving tree. And then we continued on, and then we found the berry lady, and then we found the like old campsite with the teleportation circle and the rat that almost attacked Jay, and the where Kinless's camp was.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I have good memories.
Okay, so falling back to, I guess, wherever we found the most important clues is the plan.
Cool. I assume.
Oh, and north of where Kinless's camp was where Emeralda's thing was.
Okay, yeah. That pretty much gets us in the right direction.
Cool. So I'm gonna say you guys are moving around Autumnsea a little bit. It takes you about a day to get back where you guys were. I believe you pass where you guys met the Kenkus. And then you guys make it to around where Kinless's camp was, which I'm gonna say is
As we walk, Geo, can I just want to use Jawbone to collect some viable firewood. I don't want us to have to go do it. We're walking through the woods already. Like I just, you know what I mean? I'm casually doing it, and then as I build up a bundle, I just like tie it up into a strap on my backpack.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, good. I don't have to eat cold stew.
I got you. And yeah, I'll just kind of make a couple bundles, and I'll tie off maybe like 2 on my back, and then I'll just like tie 1 to each side of my hip, and I'll just be a little mule for some viable firewood.
You can put them in my bag of holding.
You see me tie up all this like elaborate rigging for like 4 or 5 things, and then you come and say that.
I just grab one of the bundles and I just put it in the bag, and it just keeps going.
I say I appreciate that, and I unload the rest as we're walking.
Cool. So, first place that's up is Kinless's place. You guys make it back. And you see the familiar camp that you guys were in. So you guys make your way there.
Any sign that Kinless has been through here?
Make me an investigation check.
Investigation isn't the one that I'm good at.
Unfortunately,
I can help.
Go ahead. You don't see anything. However, Judas being Sherlock Holmes over here, he sees that it definitely wasn't being used recently. This is pretty much stayed the same as when you guys left it.
Lucky us. We should probably collect these materials if it belongs to no one.
Gonna write down on the notepad. Just about to say that.
I look at Walleye knowingly.
I'm gonna head up these stairs because I was gonna say something earlier about like these ghost towns. There's a lot of really old stuff around this area. Specifically with like the teleportation circle in the bottom and this like rundown house.
And there,
I
would have told the group too that there's farmland behind the behind the fence of brambles.
While we're all kind of looking, I just want to check out the wagon up here, Geo, and I just want to begin to lightly inspect it to see how viable it might be for me to work on some wood for our main mechanic, and maybe we have something to haul or to pull for at least like some type of carriage or something. Maybe Noreen turns into an animal that can pull something.
I mean, I can. I do have draft horse on my list.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I just want to take a look. I'll start inspecting and shit.
Judas, what exactly are you doing? Run it by me again.
I am looking for any signs that like this may be like the outskirts of one of the ghost towns.
Ah, cool. So you climbed up onto the tree. Cool.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check. You think it could work, Julius? You're unsure how, because this is made of wood, and not necessarily like metal or arcamata. So, but you assume, Judas could fix this up.
Hey, that's the kind of youthful optimism Julius is known for. And I'm gonna just begin getting some side lumber together. So like I just start basically taking pieces, kind of measuring against the length of the cart, and I start making like pieces of large pieces wood that have a little bit extra on the ends. Basically, just getting materials ready to be easily fabricated for use.
Gotcha.
If we need to shape them in a different way or something, but like larger materials, but down to some pretty good measurements, so they're ready to just like go once we figure it out.
Wait. Unfortunately, Judas, there was a couple birds in your way that just kept pecking at you. So you couldn't really tell very well. But you think that maybe if you get up somewhere else, maybe you could search better. That tree has apples, so animals are gonna want them.
I mean, fair.
You two back into the camp. What are you guys doing now?
Ransacking.
Gotcha.
This tree looks bigger.
How about you, Noreen?
I'm basically just kind of looking around a bit, like lost as to what I could do to help. So I'm just sort of like, going through the stuff that's left behind here, see if there's anything of note.
I come grab Noreen and I walk back up the hill.
Very serious idea. We rig two of the bikes to the front of this carriage.
That could work.
Me.
I need your wise help, Druid.
Yes.
I'm like
I need
shouting
you to climb
in the
this
forest.
tree and see if you can see one of the ghost towns.
Okay, let me.
It's like, I'm good with
if there's-
investigation. I'm not good with perception.
Well, what do I find in this camp?
You see some canned goods.
Ooh, what kind of cans?
Corned beef hash.
Vegetable soup.
Spam.
How many cans?
Find 2.
A delicacy.
Canned vegetable soup. Narian, if you're gonna climb up that humongous tree, make me acrobatics.
Well, I'm checking my wild shapes to see if there's anything that would be particularly
Gotcha.
good.
Yeah, I've been yelling my ideas to everyone as I was coming up with those. I'm like, I'm gonna go check this card out. I think I could fix it. I think Judas could fix this. I'm gonna cut some wood up.
Julius. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception? Would you accept an 11?
I just wanted to know what it was. Thank you, though. Noted.
Sure.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
I can cast jump on you.
Yeah. Well, I'm specifically looking for a or seeing if any of the animals that I can turn into have keen.
There should be one. I remember seeing something like that.
Yeah. One with the water ones.
True. Julius,
Yeah.
as
A lot of the ones with keen sight are birds.
true.
Which I can't turn into yet.
Yeah. But when you can, like, you're almost immediately able to turn into like a giant eagle, which is so much fun.
Make me a perception check, Julius.
Oh boy, my specialty. Oh, God. There we go again.
Oh,
I'll turn into a giant lizard so I can spider climb up the tree.
yeah, go for it.
Let me. Should be one of my dozen tokens.
Did anybody check to make sure we weren't followed?
Negative, Chief.
I say swinging jawbone down onto the next piece of wood.
Actually, don't think the giant lizard made it onto my token slider, but I'll turn into a giant lizard and climb up the giant tree.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I don't know why it's not there. I'll check after the game. But yeah, make me a perception check.
Fortunately, it does not have keen senses. I also have pretty good perception. So.
Can I provide the help action from down here?
Yes. Nah.
Okay.
I'll take a look out for any sign of town and also any sign of other people besides the group.
So, your initial thought is to look past the farmland, and you see. You think you could see something, however, you're a bit unsure. It kind of seems as though there is a red roof, but considering there is a small shack that housed the Rat King, maybe it's just like a one-off shack.
Yeah.
But you do see that past the little farmland.
Okay. Is there any sign of any other people out here?
You look around.
Either just or have followed us?
Immediately following you, you don't really see anyone.
Okay.
However, when you're looking over towards where Julius is, you realize that there is a
Standing right
pretty
behind
familiar person looking over him. And oh my god, it's a blue person.
Holy shit.
I freak out. I like pull out battle tax and I just start. No, I'm just. It's actually Debt Collector is the name of it. I'm sorry, I slipped up.
Debt Collector. I don't know why. Oh, I made another blue person.
And I swing at them.
Okay, this
Is it the berry?
No, it's not the berry lady.
It's
It
Emeralda.
actually is, but I don't know why her token is being funky.
Sweet guess.
It was a sweet guess. Oh my
This
god.
is like when I guessed that Momo was the.
Is this carriage hers?
Oh my god. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, they're a blue person.
Yes, that is
I
a blue person.
An anonymous token.
Okay, because I'm looking at my other screen where I see like 3 emeraldas. And I don't know how I'm not seeing it. But however, that doesn't matter. Yeah, Noreen, you see Emeralda looking over Julius, and for some reason, instead of her red attire, she is wearing blue, and even her hair and her tail and everything about her seems blue. And she is just looking over Julius as Julius is looking at this carriage, trying to see what could work, what can't. And about a minute goes by, just you working intently, Julius. And Emeralda finally goes, "So, what are you doing?"
And I turn on a heel and I swing. I start swinging at her with like a booming blade on my machete, and I stop once I see who it is, and I say, "You're not usually blue, are you?"
You see that she doesn't even flinch, and she says, "I am not."
She's turning color.
She's part gecko.
Why are you sneaking up on me like that? You could have got yourself macheted.
I'm sorry. But I was just walking by.
How's your staff, Emeralda?
I heard from their families that they're doing better, but unfortunately, I won't be able to do many shows until they're all good. But I'm glad they're fine.
Interesting, quite interesting.
Is your
I climbed down the tree, tell Jay there's another building that way. There might be more, but I'm not sure. I turn back into myself, by the way, because I can't speak in animal form. And I also mentioned, and also Emeralda's up there talking with Julius.
Would I be able to notice the two of them over from the camp? It's only like
I give a
tree
quick shout.
between the way.
Don't even worry about it. I give a quick shout and I just yell for everyone. Emeralda's here, over by the cart that I'm fixing up
at this point
for our cart taxi service.
at this point, you're aware of her presence.
I guess I'll meander my way over there.
So is the rest of your group well?
Does Esmeralda know USL?
She does.
Great. Gonna wander over.
I'm just gonna sit on the edge of this little cliff thing and be like, "Hey, how
Sign
you
in
doing,
USL. Salutations.
She kind of just murmurs to herself, well, thank you, while at the same time doing USL saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she reciprocates the same vibe to you, Judas. Hello.
Why are you blue?"
I wanted to see how it felt.
Okay.
Do you
I'm
feel more
going.
sad?
Yes.
I'm going to ask how the fair is going.
Not too well, as there's no fair at the moment, but we will see soon as my staff are okay.
Splendid. And I'm just going to hang out by the back of the cart in the shade, I guess. It's nice and cool over there.
It is. So, what are you guys doing over here?
Oh, I'm fixing up this cart. Some people just left it here in disrepair. There's a little note I found that says, if you fix it, it's yours. So.
Interesting.
I'm gonna just
Yep.
carefully slide down the rocks of this cliff so that I can just sit over on this tree that's across the path.
Yeah, what brings you out to our part of the woods over here?
Well, I was just taking a stroll and I wanted to calm down and reassure myself that everything will be fine.
You mean because your staff was all missing and now it's not very clear whether or not they'll be coming back to your employ?
Yes.
That's fair. I've seen that happen before at a taco place. Yeah, they really pissed everybody off, and you know what I mean? They'll just quit at once. It was pretty crazy.
Wow. This was back in New Edengard?
Yeah. Low place. Low place called Mission Burrito-ria.
Oh. You can tell she's a little interested, but she doesn't know the exact ramifications.
But I'm sure that's not what happened to you, Esmeralda, is all I'm saying. Don't worry about that. Your staff, maybe they won't come back, but you know what I mean? Maybe you'll find some new staff that might be able to help you out, in a reciprocal fashion or something like that. What am I saying? I swing and I chop some more wood.
Well, they're just sick, but thank you.
No, totally. Thank you for coming in and sneaking up on me, almost getting yourself decapitated.
Well, if you guys are all right, I think I will make my way.
No, do you need any help getting your your festival together? Like, since it's not open due to the lack of personnel, kid. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I'll call over.
What'd you say?
Need someone to look over the animals? Or look after the animals?
I would graciously accept. However, I think I need a well-deserved break. I think I've been running it almost nonstop for 2 years. So I think this is pretty well deserved.
Okay, do you want to sell us your carnival?
Sell? No.
We could run it for you.
No. It's okay.
I don't think that would be very good with our current situation.
I'm gonna look towards the front of the cart in a way that Julius can very clearly see me, and very clearly shake my head no.
It's worth a try. You never know when you're gonna acquire a carnival in a happenstance.
That's how we acquired the mill.
I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? You don't ask those questions, you don't get those answers. So I say as I chop some more wood, I'm like chuckling very genuinely, like.
But
I would have just been like, with what money?
why do you ask? Are you looking for jobs?
In a manner of speaking, I guess.
She reappears as herself.
You really figured that out.
I don't think this blue is working.
I thought it was quite nice.
Thank you.
I'm more of an orange guy, but that's just me.
She gives you a pat on the head. Do you guys like fighting? I know you do. She points at Julius and Walleye.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Going to ask, fight for what?
Money.
Fighting what? Sorry.
Other people.
Fighting who?
Warriors.
Who are the warriors?
Challengers.
Is this for your carnival?
No, actually.
Why are we fighting?
Money.
Can you give us a detailed description of the situation
Yes.
that isn't vague?
Underground fighting ring?
No, I believe it's in a coliseum.
Above ground
Yes.
fighting ring.
Are you allowed to conceal your identity?
Yes. Actually, there's a lot of them. There's a tournament coming up soon for Battleys. She takes that laugh and she tries to emulate it. Ha 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 ha.
Don't do that.
What?
Everyone knows I've got a soft spot for tournaments.
Well, I think you'd like this one. You get a lot of money, even if you lose. Well, so I've heard. Actually, I don't know who the current champion is. I haven't kept up in a while.
I don't know if my personal taste aside, and I look over to Walleye and Jay at this point. I don't know that something so publicized, if it's not an underground type of thing, I don't know if that would be so much to our taste right now. We're just trying to take it easy and kind of relax and
Not
you know what I
run into
mean.
any more enforcers.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down on the notepad, not really needing money.
Well, I
We
mean,
definitely need money.
I don't think that's actually true. I think we need the money, but I don't know that putting ourselves in such a public display without the proper preparation is to our.
You're in,
I'm
We don't
gonna
have any
edit.
way of,
I'm gonna
like,
edit my
being around
comment
people.
by adding an I at the front of the statement.
you're in trouble with the enforcers?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The enforcers in the town nearby didn't exactly like us for some reason.
That was a very defeated sounding yeah.
Hmm.
If you want to know why, ask your cousin.
Yeah. She should be able to tell you all about it.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Well,
Seeing as though she was the one that got us in trouble in the first place.
really?
Yes.
How old am I? I don't know. How old is she? Do you know? I forgot.
Who?
Momo.
I'm gonna assign to her. Sounds like something you should
I
know.
shouldn't I? But we're not incredibly
Yes.
close. We
I mean, you reached out for help recently.
I did.
That's how we.
I did. But I wish we were closer.
Well, now's your chance, and you can ask her why we're on the run.
Maybe you're right.
I get closer to Jay actually, and I say it's weird that she doesn't know how old Momo is. I'm like whispering, I guess. And I'm like, maybe you should judgment her to see what her intentions are. Maybe this isn't actually Emerald.
You when you're saying that, you guys can see that she's kind of like counting on her fingers, just looking up at the sky, counting on her fingers.
I'm gonna look up in the sky too. What's up there?
A blue sky. You see a blue sky with clouds.
Amazing.
Can I try to make an insight check
Yeah, of
here?
course.
My internal insight tells me that I'm gonna slowly back off.
I don't know, like, if this is like she's trying to like dupe us thing. Like, I honestly feel like she just might be a little ditzy.
Julius, you get a weird feeling that you're gonna die. No, I'm kidding. You don't feel. You feel that she definitely, like Jay said, she does seem a little ditzy.
Okay, heard that.
That's a good insight check.
Yeah, right. What a lucky roll. They wanted me to know the dice gods. They said I deserved it for that
And then
line of
suddenly
reasoning.
she says, "I am older."
Oh, Emeralda. Quick question though. I'm gonna take a reach here. You probably deal in gathering supplies like from a bunch of different places. Would you be able to get some things for us if we needed?
Sure. What do you need?
Something to change what you look like.
Clothes?
Disguise kits?
Your face.
I was gonna say makeup.
I said something.
Surgery?
Magical makeup, anything really. I mean, I don't know how to work a brush maybe as well as Jay might, but magic tends to be able to do a lot of rudimentary things.
I'm just imagining those things from Captain America 2 that Natasha used to look like the cancel woman.
I know what you're talking about. That's cool.
We'll do some necklaces of disguise self run around here.
I may have one, but I'm assuming you need 4. Correct?
I look at Walleye.
2. And I just
Walleye's
Walleye.
relaxing at a distance at I don't know, this whatever this is, fence. Yeah.
She sees you that you're very distant, and she gestures to
Isn't it odd how I'm like 35 feet away from everybody all of a sudden?
you. She gestures to you. Come. I won't bite. She shows you her fangs.
You'd have to get through my shield anyway, and I like turn it on.
All right, I'll get closer. I'll rest on this fence post instead.
I think I could get
I'm not gonna
makeup.
make a comment on that one.
However, I need to get it from. Oh, I haven't used it in a while, but the makeup I used to use had everyone else think I looked like someone else. So sometimes I looked like a bird.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm gonna sign to her. Yeah, you're definitely up in the sky sometimes.
Yes. I want to fly someday. But I do have do any of you use makeup consistently?
Nope, not much of that under the sea.
I'm just gonna give a very flat
Beautiful
face and
complexion.
like gesture to my head, like
Uh,
my elongated snout.
she just looks around and she says, "Yeah, no."
I'm not sure how normal makeup would apply on scales.
Well, look at
It's all a foundation, I
I'm
think.
going to write down, like putting makeup on a pig.
I think so.
I'm gonna write under
feel like
that.
this would
Doesn't
be-
work.
What'd you say, Judas?
I was gonna say, I feel like putting makeup on an alligator and putting makeup on a pig are two very different experiences.
Going to write down the word potato twice.
Potato. But it
Drug.
doesn't matter if you necessarily look good, because this makeup actually masks your face a little bit. But
Isn't that what makeup's supposed to do normally?
yes, but it's magical. I forgot to mention. But I need to find it. And there is not enough space here to set up camp. So I have to look.
Are you sure about that?
Um
We gotta. There's a pretty big camp over just down the road.
well, yes, that's what I mean. Or no, I mean open space. I need open space. You see, the festival is all here, and she shows you a small cube. And I just tap on it, and it expands.
Oh, I see.
Does she have like a portable fortress
Pretty much.
thing, but it's just her
Yeah.
festival?
That makes a
Kind
ton
of
of
like
sense.
I'm going to
That's why I
say
look
in
here, and it-
USL. Sorry.
I was just saying that it's like that's why it looked identical when we saw it over here, to when we first saw it.
I'm going to sign in USL, and I keep my car in my left pocket.
You have one too?
You
If
know
you
the
have a
face
car,
that
why am
somebody
I
gives
fixing
you,
it?
like when somebody's like unimpressed, like
uh
Why am I fixing
the
the
face
card if
that
you
just
have a
yells, "Come on!"
oh.
You know.
She seems a little disappointed in herself.
I don't know. Emeralda's pretty magical. I bet she does keep her festival in her pocket.
Thank you.
How much did that cost you?
It was given to me.
What a gift.
Yes, my mother makes great gifts. But I need to find
Could we meet her?
what?
I said, could we meet her?
I don't think so. She's pretty far away.
You know, this entire situation would be simpler if we could contact Serenity and just hide out in her library for like a few hours and let a few days pass here.
I'm going to once again try to reach out.
I'd lose all my time to train.
Make me a religion check, Judas.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. Religion.
Yeah, maybe working with Emeralda could be a good way to travel around.
You get, Judas, in your head, you get like a low hum, but that's about it.
What do you mean?
Almost as if, a single.
Like I hear her humming, or it's just like
You can't tell if who
Dial
it
tone?
is it's humming, but you do hear like a single, kind of like a low note humming. You get the feeling it's from a lullaby. Like it has a lullaby vibe type of hum. What a sentence.
Okay, so it definitely is like a vocal hum
yes.
and not like a
Yeah,
mechanical.
The rest of you don't hear this though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting wood ready.
Emeralda is going to keep walking. Well, I'll be back soon. I'm going to try to find the makeup, and I will try to teach you.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. She poofs away.
Good luck.
You know, like look down the path to see if she's just like running behind like a bush or something.
Make me a perception check.
It was just a misty step.
18.
Exactly that. Like further down the road, you see her fucking jogging.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna look at her for a second and look back to the group.
Well, what do you guys make of that? What do you think about that?
I'm gonna flip back to the comment of pigs in makeup on the notebook.
I'm gonna try something.
What you gonna try?
Gonna cast well, first I have to read the spell.
Well, do we want to check out? There's a building to the southwest. Do we want to check it out?
I'll nod.
Yeah, I don't see why y'all couldn't do that. I think I'm
don't
gonna keep
think I
shaping
can.
this wood.
Alright, well.
I was gonna cast Disguise Self onto Walleye, but I don't think I can actually cast that onto someone else.
I mean, it's kind of in the name, disguise self.
Got a point.
Yeah, yeah, you right.
Cool.
Now you're sticking back the shaped wood.
No, I thought better of it. I dropped my wood pieces, and I'd say we're gonna get this cart fixed up. I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
So are you guys?
I saw behind the brambles this way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Jump.
Oh, tell me about these brambles. I wasn't here for this.
These brambles are very thorny, and they
basically magically shaped into a fence.
Hmm.
There would be a little like fox tunnel around here from when I burrowed out to check out what was behind there.
Is it all like 10 feet wide of these
yeah,
brambles?
just about.
Damn it.
However, you could go around.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around.
Well, we do have a landscaper. I just look at
Or look for a particularly
Julia?
thin piece of the fencing.
Does Julius want to make a gate?
That might be a
You said, do I want to make a gate?
Yeah.
Oh,
With
like
the-
chop through it? Oh, I
Yeah.
feel so bad destroying these like well manicured brambles. And then I start fucking hacking it down.
so. Make me a couple attacks.
Yeah, no problem. Give me 1 second. With advantage, right?
Yeah, you are hacking plants.
Haha. 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 Haha.
That should be good.
Those 2 crits were with my axe, actually. No, I'm just playing.
So 2 nat 20s there.
At first it seemed a little hard to get through these branches. However, something activates something deep within Jawbone, and it just didn't care anymore about these branches, and then just started getting rid of them easily. So there is now right here, why is it whatever, these 4 squares, they are now free. The branches
Which
on
4?
these ends, they kind of, instead of like,
You're drawing it.
yeah, they begin to root to like on the ground, and kind of just like make a doorway, seemingly.
You're on the GM layer.
Yeah,
by the way.
it's okay. But yeah, you guys are able to go through the 10 by 10 doorway.
I don't see the 10 by 10 doorway.
Just pretend there's a doorway.
Okay.
Um,
Here, let me just
there we
There
go. That's a good one. Yup, it's purple and green. You see the shack that Noreen, the shack that you saw, and it is over. It turns out to be a house. Hold on, let me turn off dynamic lighting. It is off. Place you guys here.
I was gonna say, we're
Yeah,
at.
my bad.
These are tiny
I just
houses.
found this. Yeah, they are very small.
For a smaller humanoid,
Possibly.
like a halfling, like the one that the crazy berry lady.
It seems so. Yeah. Yeah. It seems.
Could I?
Yeah. Go ahead.
How tall are these houses? Like, I'm standing 6'7". Like, are they taller than me, or are they like just a little bit shorter than me?
A little bit taller. They're like
Ah, damn
15 feet high.
I was going to literally raise the roof.
Not quite, but with a
Uh,
ladder, maybe. A small ladder.
Like a step
Yeah,
stool.
like a step stool. Exactly. But yeah,
well.
you guys see that these
Looks-
houses are relatively small, and if you make me a perception check, you can see if there's anything nearby.
I don't see anything.
None of you actually hear that much. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
All right, then I'm just gonna wander down the path.
I'm curious about what's inside these buildings. I'll take a peek in this big one with the red roof, which I'm assuming this is the one that I saw from
Yes.
the treetop.
It seems to be just a regular house with like carpets,
Mhm.
tables, chairs, that sort of thing, normal things you'd find in a normal townhouse. However,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, does it look like it was moved out of, or does it look like it was abandoned swiftly?
It looks like it is almost brand new, as if you would find this in a like a realtor just fixed it up.
Hmm.
Is this like the town square down here?
Yeah. It looks to be.
What do I see around here then?
So you guys see these very kind of look like bonsai trees, these, but like just a little bit more grown. Yeah.
Taller.
They don't seem to be well kept. There's a wagon nearby. However, it looks like it was abandoned, but there looks to be like a broken wheel on it.
Okay, what about the buildings?
The buildings are all very well kept, however.
Are they like residential
They're-
looking, shop
They're
looking,
all residential.
government looking? All
Yeah.
residential in town square. Okay,
Mm.
gonna move along then.
I'll cast detect magic. Is there anything magical around here?
Nothing you can tell so far. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna look inside this one. Are these like single-story houses? You said they were what, like 15
Yeah.
feet tall?
They're only single story. Yes. The ones with the windows on the roof, pretend they're not there. Same as the one Narian just saw. Except smaller. It is just a regular house. However, the refrigerator that they have, if you go inside and look at it, it is empty. Nothing in there.
And the doors are like just left unlocked.
They are.
Gerald?
Okay, so from your description of like how tall the house is, these are like they have a slightly lower ceiling than normal. They're just like floor plan wise really
Yeah.
small.
Hmm.
Okay.
On the southern end of town, down where I am, is there anything more shop looking, or is it still model town here?
This one looks to be like a general shop. However, you don't see potions or anything. You see what looks to be like a quarterstaff. You see a couple caltrips, and you see empty flasks.
Am I able to fit through the door?
It's a little uncomfortable, but yeah.
Okay, if it's uncomfortable, then going to widen it a little bit.
Easy enough. This store in particular,
This-
it is made out of straw. It's weak, but for straw, it is relatively strong.
Not as strong as
No,
me.
not as strong as you though.
Are these like miniature caltrops? Then?
They're normal size.
They have normal sized caltrops in this fake general
There
store
are
town.
5 caltrops. If you want to add them.
Bags of caltrops, or like 5
Just
caltrops
5
in total?
caltrops total.
I guess that's like enough for like 1 square.
Yep.
Okay.
This water, is
Well,
this part of a lake or a river?
So when you get near the water, you can tell that this is a little bit more magical. However, you don't really get a specific school. It just feels, or Yeah, it would just feel refreshing just being near the water.
Yeah, I'll come over to the edge and kneel down and like stick my hand in the water and see if I can like reach out to any like fish or critters that I can potentially communicate with.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second. Low-key, I forgot you could do that.
I'd like to investigate this place, Geo.
Roll me.
I just want to I want to be investigating thoroughly, and I've kind of got my eye open for a number of things, like where the people might be, and also berries included but not limited
Gotcha.
to.
Roll me investigation. So when you're touching the water, you see below the relatively shallow surface, you can tell it's not that deep, but it is deep enough for people to jump into. You see a small creature get close. It's not loading. There it is. It reaches out. You can only see the head at the moment, and the tentacle eyes, but it reaches out and kind of just waves to you.
I'll give it a little wave in return, just like, have you been around here for long?
And you can speak to it, right?
I can speak to it. It will understand me, but I don't have. It's not like speak to animals, so it can't like communicate with words, but it could probably just like nod.
Both of its tentacles raise up, and it says yes, basically.
Okay.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna with a 14, Julius, you were able to find some books talking about the giving tree.
Oh, I read over them feverishly.
Well, while you're doing that, go ahead.
Come back to me.
Yeah. Just like, do you know what happened to the people who had been living here?
It says, it does the same motion, saying yes.
Okay. Did they leave recently?
It shakes its head, kind of. It's very weird moving this thing in the water, but it kind of just moves around, indicating no.
Okay. Did something dangerous drive them out?
It says it does, yes.
Would that danger still be nearby?
It shakes its head no.
Okay. So we would be fine if we camped out here for a while?
It's as you ask it, it kind of just backs off as Walleye gets closer into the water, and it says yes.
Okay.
Looking around here at the bottom of this small pond, what do I see down here? Just kind of.
You see, make me perception.
By the way, I thank my new friend as I stand up and start going back to basically report. It's just like, we should be safe to stay here for a bit if we want to make this our temporary camp.
Why to go twice? Well, 22.
Let me get back to you real quick. Julius, you find out that the giving tree kind of
Actually, curses you.
no, but it kind of just yeeted itself, almost like it uprooted itself and then just walked away. Although you're unsure if means figuratively, because this is kind of a children's book.
I'm like reading it now, and I'm like, having experienced all this magical stuff and how it gave me an axe and everything, I'm fully willing to believe that the tree just walked away. And like after my experience where I like asked it that question and got that good roll and like felt like it was like pointing me upwards, I'm like, I 100% believe the giving tree can just do whatever the fuck it wants at this point.
Back to you, Walleye. You actually see with that perception, you see what looks to be like a tree trunk at the very bottom of the pond.
Wow.
Pond.
Is there anything special about this tree trunk that catches my eye, or?
It looks to be just drinking the water from this pond, but other than that,
Oh, it's still alive?
yeah.
So it's not like it was cut down. Like this is like a
Yeah, it looked.
Like a literal tree is growing at the bottom of this lake.
Yeah, like,
okay, I'm gonna go.
You see, like from the dirt, the tree, the root kind of just grind into the ground, kind of forcing its way into the pond.
Gonna approach it then. See what's up with it.
It just seems like a regular tree root, but you can tell when you
Not that regular if it's growing at the bottom of a lake.
you can tell because ever since you jumped into the water that this is kind of the source, or rather this is the source of how the water feels magical. While
Am I aware that the water feels
yes,
magical?
you definitely felt like a good tingle when you jumped in.
Well, that tingles in
and that's not just from the sulfuric acid.
Say that again.
And that's not just from the sulfuric acid in the water.
No, but yeah, you can tell that because it is taking the water from this pond, you can tell that the tree is giving the water magic, kind of like an exchange.
Touch the tree.
You get a little bit of a shock when you're touching the roots. Almost as if roll me an insight check.
If you come up and tell me about it, then I can come underwater too and take a look.
Judas, are you doing anything particular?
No, I'm just looking around inside all these little houses. I'm looking to see if I can find anything juicy.
Roll me investigation.
Okay.
You can tell that the tree doesn't want you to see the roots. While looking through the houses, Judas, you find a total of 20 gold pieces.
Nice.
The tree doesn't want me digging around its roots then, huh?
Can I see anything looking around the just around the shore of the pond?
You can see a few more of those creatures that that
Mhm.
you saw earlier, but other than
Mhm.
that, oddly, no. It is just those creatures.
Hmm.
All right, I'll hop back up to the surface and kind of drift my way over to the shoreline.
Just those creatures and the one gator them.
Yep.
I'm going to pull out the notebook. It has been sorely waterlogged,
Unfortunate.
and I don't think this is going to be useful for writing.
I'll
I'm
try.
sure we can dry it up.
Prestidigitation.
I was gonna say I'll try to pull the water out with shape water.
The combination of both of them, it makes the notepad usable.
Alright. Going to draw the tree. And right under it, magic, question mark. And under
Yeah.
that, I don't really know how that stuff works.
Y'all nodded just like, yeah, I noticed that the water was just radiating magical energy.
Right next to it, electric.
I walk over reading my
Water
books about the Giving
mix.
Tree.
Say that again, Nuri.
I was just saying, electricity and water don't really mix well.
Bree shocked me when I touched it.
I'll dive under and take a look. I'll take a close look at the tree seat with my detect magic up, see if I can get any clearer information, but without touching it myself.
I'm gonna set the notebook on the shoreline this time, and then go back in the water.
Noreen, you can tell that this is these are the roots of the Giving Tree. It's giving the same energy.
Okay. Okay. I'll turn to Walleye and tell them, I'm assuming being a Triton, I can just speak underwater normally and just say oh, the Giving Tree that we were talking about before had the same kind of energy to it. It must be related to that.
They nod in a way that tells you that they don't really understand, but they're still nodding.
So
While you guys are underwater, what are your you two above? What are your passive perceptions?
Passive perception is
No,
14.
Julius and Jay.
Oh, sorry, above. I thought you said below for some reason.
Mine's 11.
11.
I cast the spell Passive Perception at 22.
14.
Cool. Give me 1 second. So,
But I'm pretty much just reading these books. I'm
Gotcha.
deep into it.
carry on.
just
Uh,
hearing them
I
Go
don't
ahead.
trust that.
Hey, man.
hearing them say what their passive perception is, just oh, mine is really high. My passive was 7.
what am I learning? Oh, I'm sorry.
So, the Giving Tree uprooted itself. There's another one saying that other town bad, basically. You get that this is one of the towns that was fighting for the Giving Tree.
I wonder if the other town has bigger houses.
Yeah, is there any details about why they hated the other town?
They said they wanted the gifts for themselves.
Wow. Nobody just could appreciate the Giving Tree. They always want to have it for themselves.
In the pictures in the book, does one group of people look discernibly bigger than the other
They
group?
look about the same size. In fact, um, for some reason, the people drawn are bigger than the giving tree itself.
Oh, maybe the giving tree was really small back then.
Maybe sizes are inconsistently drawn.
I'll cautiously reach out and touch the root. Since I know what the magical energy is from now.
It gives you a little bit of a shock.
Okay, so
You can
I'm going to sign to you something that I already know you don't understand. Told you so. You won't know that though.
you can tell that the giving tree doesn't want you over here.
mhm. Yeah. Kind of like how it kind of magically pushed me out when I was investigating the hole as a
Yeah.
cat.
Exactly. You two above ground, you don't notice this, but there is a strange fellow behind Judas. And Julius, you're the first to see, and this fellow goes up, gets right next to Judas, and says, "Hey, what are you doing? Hey,
I just reached my hand out.
Oh God! What the fuck?
hey you, what are you doing?"
I
What are
reach
you
my
doing?
hand out and I punch at the air, and I use an aftershock to try to push him away.
Oh my god. It's a dexterity check, right?
Yep, DC 13. And I kind of angle it so it doesn't hit Jay. I'm trying to just push him away from him.
You said it's 5 feet?
Yep. I think so anyway. Here, let me see. Yep, 5 feet.
Ah. Hey.
But it doesn't deal any damage though. It just pushes him. What are you doing?
What are you doing? This is my home.
Standing here.
You can't just be sneaking up on people like that.
I'm gonna resurface and like turn back in order to like tell Jay and Julius about like the giving tree energy, and then just kind of stop when I see like the strange
Gotcha.
person.
This strange creature spits at both you, Julius, and you, Jay. And he just waits. Yeah, he spits.
I spit back.
Spit at me. I aftershock at him again. I just punch at the air.
When you spit back, it nods its head. God, you gotta make another.
Stop punching the turtle.
No spitting at me.
This guy's rude. What are you?
It's rude to sneak up on people.
I'm going to begin to ignore you. It then turns its head to Judas.
I don't like turtles anyway.
It does what?
It pays attention to you now, like solely.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Do you live
Yes.
here? Okay. Is this like your town?
Yes.
Are there more of you? Oh. Did you build these places?
No, I found it.
I'll swim back to shore, just like, as I understood, this place has been abandoned for a
Whoa.
long time.
Hi. It then spits at you.
I
look back at Noreen, I go, spit back.
I'll go ahead and spit back. I was just underwater too, so I probably have some excess water in my mouth anyways.
It nods its head.
I imagine Noreen just has like a weird talent to just like super soaker spit someone.
Yeah, it's like a weak water gun from Squirtle.
Yeah, it's a racial trait feature. It's just not
Oh,
very.
definitely. What do you? I never had visitors. Whoa!
They're watching from the edge of the water.
The creature spits at you.
Dip back under the water.
Well, you two are smart.
Resurface a little bit away. Continue watching.
Doing the alligator thing of just your eyes above the water.
Yeah, like the GIF I posted.
You guys, this is my town.
What's it called?
Kappaville.
Oh, you're a Kappa then.
I don't think you can just claim a town for yourself. I think you have to be willing to defend it. I think it's my town now.
Talking,
No, I'm just
it
playing.
puts its one hand in your general direction. How can I help you?
I kind of like. How much taller am I than this turtle?
How tall are you?
Like 6 foot.
You are 5 feet. Yeah, taller.
Oh, he's like a foot tall. I will like sit down on the ground and cross my legs, and I'll be like, "Do you mind if we camp out here for a little bit?
You got money?
Do you have money?"
No.
Same.
Why? But this is my place.
Would you like some good berries?
No, I have some. I also have books to keep me company.
I can.
I was like,
fix
cute ears.
stuff.
I'll look at the other, just like, well, Kappas are known for liking cucumbers.
Well, I hate cucumbers. Also, that's racist.
I can fix stuff. Do you need anything that needs fixed?
Yeah. Their attitudes.
I can fix
And
it.
he points at the fellow on the water and Julius.
I haven't done anything to this little bastard yet. You know,
He
for
did that.
that.
Not it twice.
He forgot to bring his head above the water. He just likes punching things. I don't
You're
know.
violent?
You snuck up on us,
Hey,
Turtle
hey,
Man.
hey. Shut up.
I cock my fist back. And I tell him to relax.
He spits at you.
I spit back at him.
He nods. Now you're making more sense.
I nod as well.
Well, I don't need money, so I guess you guys could stay.
That's so sweet of you, Turtle Man. Thank you.
We'll only need a couple of the buildings, I'm
A
sure.
couple.
I'm sure. Well, I mean, what's the building with the most number of rooms in it?
I point at the water, and I was like, he might need a building all to his own. He's very large.
Hey.
In a healthy way. In a healthy way.
Yeah. He is a very long
Hey.
man.
Fine. You guys
Person.
could use 4
Yeah.
buildings.
A very long day. Was
You
that?
guys could use 4 buildings, I guess.
Thank you.
Just don't stretch them.
Any wood
You
cut
can
down.
stretch them? I didn't realize that these buildings could be stretched.
Don't. And no, I don't need wood.
Okay.
Is there one building in particular that you use as your main home?
Yes.
Just so that we know not to use that one?
The purple one. He points over here.
Okay.
Also, Walleye, that was a non-gendered man. That was
Close
Like-
enough.
human. Mankind.
What?
Person.
Yes.
So what's this thing like here?
That's my resort.
Wall is already enjoying the resort by floating on their back on the calm pond water.
What do you mean resort?
What do you mean? What I mean?
Well, like, do you usually get guests out here,
No.
or is it sort of a work in progress
Yes.
kind of thing?
Alright.
And you're just out here living on a prayer, huh?
I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm out here.
Is there any large stores of metal nearby?
Metal?
Yeah.
No. I'm allergic to metal.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Do you spend a lot of time in the water over there?
Yes. I think about
Do you know much about the
what?
Do you know much about the roots at the bottom?
Yeah, they're electric.
Boogie oogie oogie.
Seemed a bit more like a magical shock.
Whatever.
Based.
I'm going to sleep now.
Okay, good night.
He just wanders off.
I'll walk up here to Jay and Julius, just like, by the way, the roots at the bottom of that lake have the same kind of magic as the giving tree. The magical energy felt very much the same.
Oh, that makes sense. The roots of the giving tree reach over here to have some magical water sustenance. That tracks.
All of you begin to hear a very loud eagle sound coming from the way you guys came from.
It might be best to go inside.
I'm gonna dip under the water then.
Can I try and like see what kind of like eagle sound it was an eagle, or if it was like an eagle or something that's part eagle?
Perception check.
I also would like to be looking to discern what's
What
going
kind
on.
of what kind of cry it was, like if it was like a hunting cry or a danger cry, or
You can
typical animal whisperer
Yeah.
stuff.
you can tell that it wasn't actually a bird that did that. It was a very good imitation by a person.
So, I'll mention, like, so that was a humanoid making that noise.
And then you hear, "Hello! Hello!"
Probably that.
Do we know who it is? Can we tell
Is
who
that
it is?
Emerald?
I can already tell who it is.
Definitely Emeralda.
We're down here.
The destroyed foliage.
With the scream that Julius made, she was able to find you guys. She is. Boom. Hello.
Hello.
So I found the makeup, and I can teach you all.
Okay.
What? Did you guys build this?
No, we found it.
Yeah, that's our town.
There's also a small turtle man living here.
He thinks it's his town, but he's wrong.
A turtle man.
A cantankerous Kappa.
A Kappa.
Yeah.
They're so sweet.
Not this one.
I was gonna say not this one.
Okay. Are you guys staying here?
Maybe.
It depends on whether or not a better situation presents itself to us.
Depends on how annoying the Kappa gets.
Where is Walleye?
In the water.
He's taking a brief swim. Or they're taking a brief swim.
Well, here, I can teach you all. Begins walking over. Walleye, dry your face.
Walleye's on the water like the GIF. Just floating on their back. Enjoying the sensation of the water as they float on top. Very relaxing, it seems
Come,
for them.
Walleye, I must make up you. Pretty, I must pretty you. You're pretty. I make up.
Gonna look over. Give them a slight look of contempt before they get on land.
Okay.
They are dripping wet.
We'll do you last.
They get back in the water in that case.
Emeralda then tries to show you as best as she can while doing it on herself first. As she's doing it, you can tell that she begins looking like a bird person. More specifically, she looks more like an eagle as she begins putting more and more makeup on.
Aarakocra.
Yeah, I was gonna say a Naraka.
I just wasn't sure if I wanted to use the name, but yeah, Naraka. But yeah, she begins to look more and more eagle-like, and then soon she has a beak. Yes.
Primordial will be Alimeke. Just using the thing that I've been using.
Yes, I believe. Do I look good?
You look like a bird.
Nice. Well, you guys, I will now teach you. I will do my best. Yes.
Try me first to see if it works on scales. Oops.
Here you go. For some reason, she's only doing Arakocras, so you begin to look a little bit more like a bird. However, it looks like you're a bird with scales and also feathers.
Okay, so a bad drawing of a dinosaur.
Kind of. Yeah. Then she does it on Julius, and then Judas.
Oh no, I'm good.
Walleye will get out of the water when they start doing it on Julius.
And then does it on
Or
Walleye.
whatever.
It actually works a little bit better on Walleye because she is using a technique where instead of like making it look like a beak, she's just making the snout like more yellow. Really. It kind of just fits more. But yeah, she is done. She hands it over to Narian, and she says, "Well, just practice." Yes.
I just kind of look blankly over at the others.
But do you need to do you need me to grab you supplies?
I think that could be quite helpful.
Okay. I will help you as best as I can. While you stay here. And hope I don't get lost. But I will come back in a few days. Maybe 2. I think 2 days.
Okay. If for some reason we have to leave, we'll leave you a note on the northernmost building.
She looks around to check which is north, and she says, "Yes." Okay.
While she's looking around, I'm like just pointing directly at the building I'm talking about.
Yes. Goodbye. She poofs. And then she presumably runs away. But now you guys have I'm gonna put it down later on the your magic items, but you guys now have disguise makeup. Magical disguise makeup.
Nice.
I'll hand it to Julius and just like, here, you can hold on to this. I don't think this will exactly work for me since I'm still scales. And I'll just wipe off of Devin.
I don't know. It's magical. It could make you look like a different scaled person.
What stat would this be using to kind of make the check for the tools?
I would say it's rough. I think maybe it's definitely either charisma or dexterity, but I think I'm leaning more towards charisma.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, I'm the makeup guy. let me beautify you.
Craig. Wait, not Craig. Sorry. Why did I say Craig?
I
That's
don't
my
know.
middle name.
Walleye.
I think
Walleye goes into the water again and floats on the water top.
It's magic makeup, Walleye. Let me get you.
you can make Walleye probably look more like a lizard folk, and you could probably make Noreen look like some sort of drow.
I look like a dragonborn.
You could make me look like a lizard folk. The lizard folk.
No, I'm gonna make you look like a dragonborn. Don't worry.
Oh, right, because it was lizard. Yeah, never mind. For some reason, I thought like crocodile person was like a race unto itself.
That's fair.
I'm gonna make Noreen look like some sort of elf.
Yeah, I was thinking drow, but yeah.
Isn't a drow a type of elf?
Yes.
Oh.
But
so
it's like Underdark elf.
So it's a kind of elf.
I mean, do you consider the Falmer from Skyrim close to a high elf?
Is it a kind of elf?
Technically. But do they?
Well, then that's probably the group I'd put it in.
Cool. Anyways, that being said,
It would probably be easier to turn my blue my blue scales into like a dark gray than it would to turn it into
Bird.
like a peach or a tan.
I was just thinking it'd be easier to turn you into an elf than a bird.
Yeah, I mean that too.
Does anyone want to do anything before we head out?
How many weeks of downtime do we want to use while waiting in this?
So, since it is the end of the session,
Quote
pretty
unquote.
much, you guys now have 10 total.
10 weeks.
So that is enough for one full upgrade, or you could finish off whatever you guys were doing.
Does this count towards me too, or
Yeah,
is this
so using your
yeah.
10 weeks, you can get pretty much any of one thing.
all right? I'll think over that
Yeah,
later
no
then.
problem.
If it's the end of the session, and otherwise,
Yeah,
I think I'll just.
Yeah, does anyone want to do anything before we end?
I was gonna say like an idea for something that I could train would it be, or would I be able to train my to like communicate vaguely with animals traits to basically get a better like understanding of communication back to me?
Yeah, I could say you can be able to do that.
Yeah, I have two traits that are very similar. The one that I used earlier, the emissary of the sea, and then I have the one that I have because I'm a druid, the speech of the woods.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you have any ideas on how to like phrase it exactly, or yeah, anything like that, you could just message me.
Well, basically, I'd just be like right outside of the town, like in the woods, communicating with whatever critters will stop and chat with me, and just try to hone my ability to read their responses.
Yeah. Gotcha. Anyone else?
No, I don't think I have anything I want to do beforehand. But like I do have some ideas that I'll bounce around with you about
Cool.
the downtime.
Yeah, downtime ideas you could just talk about whenever. So, that being said, the session is officially over.